I'm sorry, what'd you say? Can you say that again?
My sons over there think you're a bit old.
Interesting.
They think you're fine shit.
Wow.
So, would you like to date one of them?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
She should take him up on that offer. I don't want to hold you. Go ahead and hit that like button. We're going to be reacting to videos today where women are furious they can't get a date. Let's get to it.
Would you like to date me?
You said you sound like Alicia Keys? Yeah. Probably when Alicia lost the keys.
Yeah, I said it. My phone, my mama texted me, no Sam was home.
Okay.
I answered the text, he told me, excuse me, can you turn the light down on your phone?
I said, excuse me.
I said, don't tell me what to do with my phone.
But the thing now is
I said, don't tell me what to do with my phone.
Okay.
These kids sit here, worry about yourself.
But what you're doing here now means you need to leave.
No.
One thing you don't do is get in an argument with a hood booger in the middle of the movie theater. But listen to what happens next.
I paid to be here. What you mean? What do you mean? I can answer a text on my phone.
You are walking through this whole auditorium, disrupting.
What you mean? He disrupted too. How is it okay for him to tell me to put my phone up?
I will talk to him next. But what you just
How
did.
Is it okay for him to tell me to put my phone up? Y'all finna refund me my money. Y'all finna refund me my money.
I'm going to refund you.
Yes, you is.
She wouldn't be a hood booger if she did not request a refund. You can have cable. It'll go out for 2 minutes. Hood boogers will still call and argue on the phone to get a discount. Watch what she say next.
What do you mean? He just disrupted everything. He just disrupted everything. Y'all gonna have to give me my money back. He just told me to put my phone up. He don't know what's going on. So y'all gonna have to give me my money.
Then come to
Y'all gonna have to give me my money back.
And the thing is, trying to correct her is only gonna make you look bad. That's what he's about to witness. You cannot argue with no hood booger.
Black men, are you guys scared of me or something? What's going on? Why do I never get hit on by black men? I'm only getting hit on by like other races, literally white, Asian, Hispanic, but no black men want me.
I thought black women were going over to the other side anyways, or did you not get the memo? See what she says next.
I'm trying to come home. I want my brothers. Where my brothers at?
Because I like my peace, first of all.
What if a woman brings you that?
There's no such thing as that.
And he's about to break it down. If you thought the girl before this video was complaining, wait till he break it down. And later in the video, it's going to get deep. But here, he's going to show you why it gets worse.
You don't think there's no such thing as a woman bringing
There's
man
no
peace?
such thing as somebody living with you on a day-to-day basis is bringing peace. It's always going to be something, because you're going to have a bad day where I'll have a good day, and that's not going to be peaceful for me. I'm going to come home like, damn, maybe like I had a good... Something going to happen to where you going to hijack my emotions. So that's not peaceful.
Exactly. She's going to make the situation all about her emotions, but you may be battling situations where you need to think clearly. Let's hear what he has to say.
You feel me? Peace is peace. And peace is me by myself. I come home, I watch TV, I make my own food, I go to bed, I work out, I wake up at 5:30, I roll over in the bed, I lean this way, I fart, whatever I do, whatever. In my bed, that's peace. I'm cool, I can let loud snore, whatever. I ain't got nobody complaining about nothing.
Men are simple creatures, and that's what women don't understand. But she gets her wake-up call.
Yeah, and
because when I walked in, it was packed. And what do you think I saw? What do you think I saw?
What did you see?
Exactly what I thought I was gonna see.
What?
80 women sitting alone. No men in sight. None.
That was a singles event structured together by women trying to get men to come, and it fails, and this woman is about to break it down. Hear what she has to say. It gets worse.
I saw so many black women try to solve a problem in dating by starting to host events in person, trying to create third spaces to facilitate dating like offline. And you know what would happen every single time? The men were not signing up. They would be selling tickets to speed dating, and they would always end up with men's tickets on sale. Always, because they weren't buying any. Just the other day, a big account that I follow for black creatives did like this cute Cupid thing where they were like, hey, send us a profile about yourself and we would love to post it and like play matchmaker.
That's what you're not understanding. A real man is not trying to play matchmaker with a woman online. He deals with reality. But stick in there. Listen to what she has to say, because it's going to wake up a lot of women.
Sounds like a cute idea, right? Not one single man sent their profile in. And mind you, this is an account that has well over 100,000 followers. It's just time to stop. It's time to stop. They have made it very loud and clear that they do not
singles event, and here's why I think we're doomed to be single for the rest of our lives. That was a bit dramatic, but let me tell my story. So I went to singles night at church's Charlotte campus. Now, I don't go to that church, but I started following Pastor Steven since he was a guest pastor at my church earlier this month.
That's one thing that's holding you back too, ladies, is going to the church trying to seek advice. There's nothing wrong with it, but a lot of these pastors want to be the superstar. They don't want you to be with a man because they like you constantly coming to them. Stick around and hear what she got to say next.
And when I found out that he was writing a book on dating and relationships, I was interested because, listen, your girl could use some divine intervention in that area. But I'll be honest, I didn't want to go at first. I figured it's a Christian singles event. There's going to be 11 women there and like 2 men. Plus, they were advertising it as a conversation that you wouldn't expect to have at church. And I thought, I've heard enough of those modern dating and
Another thing is that men notice that the church is filled with single mothers that have made a lot of bad mistakes.
Relationship podcast. I don't need to hear anymore, especially not with a biblical spin. Instead of having meaningful conversations about finding and building Christ-centered relationships,
we just left the event. I think we were just saying that we think that we've actually hit rock bottom.
Y'all been hit rock bottom. You have to understand, there's more women on the planet than there is men. And out of those men, only about 1/4 are available for dating. It's almost as if for every 1,000,000 women, there's only 100 guys available. Your odds are against you, but you act like there's more men than women.
We think we've actually hit rock bottom, and I think we were either punked, catfished,
or it felt like a stick.
And my spirit, while I was there, my spirit told me, no mas, por favor. I am not going to no more of these, okay?
You shouldn't go. The odds are not in your favor anymore. A lot of you women are not understanding. When you find the guy that you like, cook a food, cook meals, dinners, show him that you could bring him peace. That's what's gonna get a man. You're still thinking your cuteness. Let's hear what else they gotta say.
That rhymed, period. I'm not going to anymore, and here's why. So that singles event was cool because they actually had a mix and mingle session at the end where they put us in a very cool atmosphere for people to talk and meet with each other. Although there was like 3 men there and 300 women, I loved the fact that they did that. I thought that was really cool. But my thing is, you go to one single event, you go to them all. They got the same message, and I'm gonna tell y'all what they be saying so that you can know ahead of time.
People don't need to know what they're gonna say ahead of time. With you getting up here telling the story, they're probably not gonna go to a singles event, so don't nobody care. Realistically, ain't nobody really running around trying to find love but all those women that thought they were gonna find it 10 years ago. Let's hear what else she gotta say.
If you feel like you're called to go, go. If you feel like the Lord is telling you to go, go. If you've never been, go. If you want to mix and mingle with other single people, go. But let me tell you, this is going to be the singles conference starter pack. I'm going to tell you what you're going to get.
Listen, do not try to fall for this single starter pack. Get out here, get in the gym. Ladies, learn to be more feminine. Men, watch how these women change up on you, but keep your masculinity and you would not have a problem. But let's hear what she has to say.
Okay?
I'm gonna get hate for this, but whatever. I approached a black man this week at like a dating event and he was not interested in me. And that by itself is like not a great story, right? I tried to shoot my shot. He was not interested. I moved on.
I wouldn't either. Just judging by her tones, she kind of sounds like she over there on the Caucasian side. You know, a lot of black dudes, they don't really like black women who have that type of spirit. But let's hear what she got to say.
But immediately after I walked away from this man, he went up to a group of 5 white women and he introduced himself to all of them. And then I kind of observed out of like the corner of my eye for the rest of the evening, this man was only going up and talking to different white women.
I'm gonna be honest, you really shouldn't be jealous of that, but realistically, he may be just trying to smash. You know, a lot of white women don't mind being one-night stands and calling it what it is. But hey, let's hear her out.
Later that night, another very attractive black man came in. The exact same thing, only talked to the white women that were in the room. There were maybe 6 or 7 black women throughout. And I could tell, I would look over at the black women occasionally. They would be looking, we would all be observing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, right? And
because you ladies are waiting for him to approach you. Maybe the white women were already sending them the signal. Maybe the white women were already sending them the signal to come holler at them. You gotta jump ahead of them, man. That's how it works.
As someone who has reviewed a bunch of different dating events, I have seen this play out so many times where you walk into a room, the black women are looking for other black men and the black men are not looking for black women. Unless the host of the event is a black person or a person of color.
What black women don't get is black men automatically think you want a thug, a scammer, or a high value simp because that's the energy you have already portrayed. White women are known for being easier to talk to. Look at the image that you have about yourself before you start judging. But it only gets worse. Stay in there.
And as much as I say that I am going to start dating outside my race, my mind, whenever I walk into...
What do you say about the chat saying that you can't pull a black woman?
I would say, why would I? You can have them, bro.
Why wouldn't you?
They can have them, man. I'm not competing for LaQuisha. You guys can have them, man.
Well, every black woman ain't LaQuisha.
He's right, but we all know what the LaQuishas are. Black women have to understand. Just because a man don't want to pursue you doesn't make him weak. And your hyena black men that you have supporting you, they're only making themselves look dumb as well.
What you mean?
Look, I say that's look, I'm round. But when they say dumb shit like that, or you can't pull a black woman, that's just cope a lot of the times because they're saying what that really, let me decode the stupidity for you. When people say dumb shit like that, translation, you're not willing to tolerate the bad behavior that naturally comes with a lot of black women. Because let's be honest, let's deal with the stereotypes here, right? I'm an open racist towards everybody. Let's deal with the black stereotypes. Black women are fat, loud, crass, annoying, have attitudes, and they don't respect male authority. There's a bunch of reasons for this, but I'll go over simply.
I just want to say not all. In recent years, you have a lot of black women now that are actually in shape, getting with the program and in the gym. I could say I'm proud of a lot of black women that I'm seeing out here, but you're still too dominant for the average man, and he's about to break this down.
The average black woman weighs 187 pounds. A lot of them are grow up in a single mother household where they're told every single day, niggas ain't shit. There is no patriarch in the family a lot of the times. This is just what goes on. Then when you listen to the rap music, what are they saying? Honey, blah, blah, blah. It's just shitting on black men all day. And then the black men that are in their life a lot of the times, not every single time, but a lot of the times, they're criminals, they're fathers that weren't there, they're crooks, and it's just like a never-ending cycle where there's no real patriarch in the household.
And this is what a lot of successful black men start to see when they look into the black community is that cycle, the actions that appear to be dysfunctional, but inside the cycle, it feels normal.
And then on top of that, you know, since women, a lot of black women grow up without men in the house, they end up becoming extremely masculine. Now, this is fantastic when it comes to survival, getting a job, making your way through life, but this is terrible when it comes to attracting masculine men. Masculine men don't want masculine women in return. That would make you probably more than likely gay if you're attracted to yourself, right? And I always use the analogy because whenever...
And I agree. Every man that I see that likes masculine women be really, really weak, and you start to think he's on the other side.
Delay, Molly.
Because here's the thing with black women, right? They'll sit there and they'll say, oh, you can't handle me. And I'll say, why the fuck? Because let me tell you this. If you went up to a black woman and you said, hey, look, I like to wear heels on Saturdays, she'll be like, ew, what the, she'd curve you. Rightfully so. That's weird. But why is it that we're supposed to accept masculine black women when they would never accept feminine black men? They never would. So why the hell should I accept a woman that behaves like a man when she would never accept me for behaving like a woman?
And he's absolutely right when it comes to the double standards of black women. You place a standard onto black men that you're not willing to compromise yourself when it comes to his standards because you make it all about your own emotion. Get in the comments and let me know what's the wildest thing that you've been through with a B-dub. And do you still date B-dubs? B-dubs, do you still think you're dateable? Get in the comments and talk to me. This your first time watching, hit that like button, definitely subscribe and share the video. See you on the next video and go on my playlist and watch more videos. Get me back in the algorithm. See ya.